Hello, I'm Peter Kirkwood, a principal consultant with Zinnov. We are a management consultancy focused on advisory across the tech ecosystem. The autonomous automation vision is a big leap forward from traditional automation. In the past, technology's been able to automate increasingly complex physical and procedural tasks where a tool could do the specific thing it was configured to do. With autonomous automation, it becomes far more powerful. It's able to solve business problems. It can take, rather than just filing a PO or issuing a payment, it can set up the entire procure-to-pay value chain and make intelligent decisions about how to interact with the data that it's getting to move things forward very quickly and very efficiently. Gen AI is a massive force multiplier on autonomous automation. It both makes it more powerful in the calculations it can do. It makes it far more able to access rich data from diverse sources without explicit integration. And most importantly, it makes it far more accessible. By just being able to talk to these tools and ask your business questions, this becomes accessible to everybody in the organization. There's no big implementation hurdle. You don't necessarily need specialized experts. And most importantly, the business people that understand the problem they're having in that moment can get the answer directly instead of trying to filter that through a process order and a separate technical team that doesn't understand those business insights. Bringing that all together into one stakeholder and much more rapid turnaround on the answers is going to be a game changer. Autonomous automation and generative AI are going to have a massive impact on small business. Small business is already 44% of the GDP. There's over 30 million small businesses in the US, and they are rapidly embracing technology faster. There's a younger generation of owners, and technology is so much more pervasive and powerful than it has been in the past. Right now, globally, small businesses spend over $1.7 trillion on technology. That's a big market for the large players to sell into. But what excites me the most is the impact it's going to have on those small businesses. In the past, there's been a trade-off where small business is very personal, very agile, and has far less resources and lacks the efficiency of scale of the large enterprises. With more autonomous tools, the owner can be an expert on something very quickly. Use generative AI to understand how to pay taxes, how to handle HR issues. Instead of needing an explicit department to work efficiently and having to struggle through all of these challenges that may only come up for the first time or once a year for a small business owner, and those side challenges that could be handled by other departments pull them away from the core of their business where they can really drive growth and do what they're passionate about. With the increasing automation of these tasks, they become far more efficient and can get closer to the operational efficiency of much larger rivals. I think that'll be very exciting, and we can see this segment of the economy grow dramatically, as well as accelerate the pace of innovation that it brings to the larger market. Autonomous automation, there's a lot of concern that it's going to eliminate jobs, and it's not always clear where the new jobs are going to be created. Obviously, the pace of innovation creates a lot more opportunity to iterate and move forward faster. But the part that excites me most is the role of people in governance of these tools. I see that as a huge opportunity for value creation, not just the traditional thought where it's an afterthought, where it's overhead, focused on mitigating liability and exerting control. As these tools become smarter and more powerful, we need to think of them more as we would a promising junior employee. You don't just tell it the thing to do, but explain to it the context of your business and what you're trying to achieve. And then when you set it the task, it can behave far more intelligently to really drive the business outcomes that you're looking for. Governance, a lot like when you would work with a junior employee, is a feedback cycle where you can look at what it's doing, tune it a little bit if it's not going the direction you want, and in the same time, learn from it. It's different perspective on how to address these problems through data can help you get smarter as well and think of approaches that you wouldn't have otherwise. And in that learning in both ways and shaping how you both understand the customer, there's a lot of value to create. And that's where the role of governance I find much more exciting in this new world. For technology providers looking to serve this market, Zinnov has deep expertise in the voice of these customers and how to best serve their needs. Which use cases bring the most value and are easiest to bring to market in a segment that's traditionally somewhat skeptical of technology claims.